What's up, guys? AC Card Shark back again.
With Pixel
And we are on
Sandwich.
episode 12 of the Shark and Pixel Show, and this is going to be entitled News for the month of April 2010.
Yeah, we're going to be doing one of these every month for you guys whenever, Game Informer comes out and we get some news to talk about every month.
Yeah, some stuff that you may have heard and some stuff you may not have, but we try to get some stuff mostly that maybe you didn't hear about. But let's get right into it because I think we have a lot to cover on this one. The first thing that we were talking about was, I think Pixel, you found an article about Monkey Island 2.
Yeah, as we all know, they already released a special edition of the first Monkey Island on Xbox Live, and it actually sold pretty well, which makes me extremely
I was
happy.
stoked.
And they've decided to do the same thing to the second one, which is called LeChuck's Revenge. And I'm super stoked because they just announced that it's going to have one feature that the first one didn't, and it's going to have commentary from three of the creators, including Ron Gilbert and Tim Schafer.
Yeah, it's gonna be really
So
awesome.
it's gonna be really cool to hear their take on how it was making the game and how they thought of certain bits in the game. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool just to hear like where did this come from? Like we already know we love it, but like what made them do it? Like I think it's gonna be
It's
cool.
Yeah, and like we played that game so long ago. It's going to be awesome to go back and look at it through different eyes, knowing a little bit more about the creation of the game
Yeah,
and how it all came to
yeah,
be.
and that game, honestly, it's been so long since I played it. That game's gonna be brand new to me again.
Yeah,
The
me
first one I
too.
remember like the back of my hand. The second one I don't really remember as much, so it's gonna be pretty cool to go back to it and stuff like that. But they're talking about a summer 2010 release on that game. In case you guys were wondering about that, probably around the same time as the first one released last summer, probably like
That'll be
July or
great.
so, something like that. So that's epic
Yeah,
win for that one. I'm looking forward to that. Um,
yeah, me too.
the other thing I actually found out today was there's rumors floating around about the possibility of an Xbox 360 Slim being released this year. That they're talking about what do you call it? Uh, what do you call it? Revealing it at E3 this year. And I don't know about you, but it sounds like a really cool idea as far as I'm concerned.
Well, and if there was one system that should have had a slim version, it was the original
Yeah,
Xbox. And unfortunately, that never came. And I've been kind of wanting to upgrade my Xbox and get one that hopefully won't red ring and freeze.
yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
cool.
I mean, speaking of, I mean, I was having such trouble with mine tonight that it was just kept freezing on me constantly. And I just like you said, I want to upgrade it. I want to have one that I can actually play my games on, and just not have it just screw up all the time. And the fact that actually what they're talking about is that the base model for the Slim is actually going to be black, so it actually matches TVs. Also to go along with Project Natal, which is going to be black as well, so that it blends in nicely with your entertainment center, and it's not like this sore thumb sticking out, which I think is pretty cool. Uh,
Yeah, I'm super excited. It'll be
yeah,
good.
I don't, I just,
I'll probably pick
I
it up.
hate the stupid white Xbox to be honest with you, but depending on the
Yeah,
price point, I'm definitely interested in it. But I thought that was kind of
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
But what else were we looking at? Oh, Activision. If you want to take that, registering the website.
Yeah, it was just announced either today or yesterday that Activision recently acquired the domain name for GoldenEyeGame.com, and yeah, it could be for some kind of marketing ploy or something, but I mean it's kind of it's kind of obvious that they're planning some kind of new GoldenEye video game, and I would just really love for them to redo the first one, because if you guys haven't played the first and original GoldenEye for the 64 in a long time, it hasn't aged all that
Uh,
well, so giving it like new online multiplayer and redoing the graphics just like they did with Perfect Dark would be awesome.
that would be really cool. I'm really hoping that they do that. And I mean, GoldenEye needs like a polish, like a coat of polish on it or something. I haven't played it recently, but from what you're telling me and stuff, I could see it happening where it just didn't age well and everything. And I just think like Perfect Dark played pretty well when they released it on Xbox Live. So I would
Yeah,
love to see GoldenEye redone. So the fact that they are registering the domain of GoldenEyeGame.com gives me a little bit of hope on that, which
yeah. It's not for sure, but it's a little glimmer of
yeah,
hope.
you never know. And if they're smart, they'd make a lot of money on it.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, they would.
let's see, what else are we talking about here? Sega talking about focusing on downloadable games mainly now. Um,
Yeah, this kind of pissed me off because I was kind of like, well, there goes my hopes for a
Shenmue,
Shenmue
yeah,
3.
yeah,
you know.
and
but yeah, they're pretty much. I read the article about it, and the main dude over at Sega was saying that they're starting to realize that they're making a lot more money out of their out of their downloadable games. Clearly, because they don't have to worry about packaging
And they can make them cheaper,
all
too.
that stuff. Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, although it is a good business strategy for them, and I'm hoping that they do things that'll keep them in the software race for a long time. It does make me a little bit worried for games like Yakuza and possible Shenmue, and I know I'm holding out hope for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you never know. They could put Shenmue 3 out just as a downloadable game. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I mean,
I just want to finish the story at this point.
Honestly, I don't remember at this point. I have to go back and play both of them. But yeah, I mean, at this point, who cares if it's downloadable or not? Just as long as it comes out. I mean,
just give me a book. Just telling me what.
Yeah, exactly. A comic book.
That's all I want at this point.
Comic book or something. Just a further developing story. 6 more people apparently are leaving Infinity Ward and Activision to form their company Respawn. I don't really. I mean, that's pretty much been on G4 like constantly. I mean, I guess 6 more people have left.
Yeah, and I think Activision made some kind of really snide remark about oh, we have plenty of other people in our bullpen to keep the Call of Duty games going. But I mean, these aren't small players that are leaving. They're like lead designers and lead artists that are taking off. So. Yeah. Activision might be in a little bit of trouble, which makes me extremely.
It makes me happy too because they make a lot of shitty games I'd rather not see around. So.
Well, they just milk everything.
Yeah. So it's Activision has been pretty. I don't know. They've been dicks lately when it comes down to it. Whether it be the games they're putting out or what they just say oh screw it, let's just put another Guitar Hero out. They'll buy it. It's just I don't know.
They have no problems charging $120 for a piece of shit that doesn't work.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Tony Hawk's Ride. I'm looking at you.
Yeah, and speaking of that, there's another Tony Hawk coming out. I don't know if you heard about this. Tony Hawk Grind, or I forget what it was called, but apparently they're still trying to make another game to work with that board. So. Yeah, dude.
Could they possibly have made money on that?
No, I guarantee they didn't, which is probably why they're putting another one out for it, so that maybe people buy Ride in order to get the board to play the new one.
Well, you know what? If it's a good game, great. But I mean, if it's like Ride, I mean, why even?
It's like Tony Hawk. I think it was called Grind, or it was another one-word stupid douchebag title like that. Yeah, Tony Rod, Tony Rod,
Tony Hawk,
Tony Hawk fuck or something. Tony Hawk suck. I don't know. It's. I heard rumors floating around about that, and it's just I'm like, oh my god, just let it die already. Just let it go. I mean, I don't know. Tony Hawk Blow. All right, and then the last thing we want to hit up before we run out of time here is some delayed games that were just announced. One of them that really just my heart sunk when I heard it because I really can't wait for this game. It's Arkham Asylum 2. They were really trying to shoot for it to be hitting stores in time for the holidays this year, and apparently from what you found out tonight, Arkham Asylum 2 is now, they're saying Q1 of 2011, so the first...
I think it's smart, though.
Yeah,
I mean, I think more people will buy it and give it a chance if they push it out of that holiday window.
Yeah.
And the first one came out, I believe, in August of last year. So, I mean, I think that was another big reason for its huge sales is because there was nothing else
out. Yeah, so
I don't know, I think Warner knows what they're doing.
Yeah, as much as I want to see it, that's just really for personal gain. I just want the game, I think from a business standpoint, they are being smart about it, and it's just something they have to do. It's after the holiday rush is over, it's oh man, nothing else is out. Oh wait, Arkham Asylum, if it comes out in February or March, that would be a really good spot for it. So.
Well, the first Arkham Asylum was delayed too, and I mean, look how awesome
exactly.
It was, So if they need more time to delay these games to make them better, then that's
absolutely all What was some of the other ones?
The other two were Wii games. One of them was Metroid Other M, which has been pushed to August 31st. Right. That one hurts. I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, I love all the other Metroid games, but I've never made it through any of them. I always kind of get bored or get lost and get stuck. This one I know I'm going to get through because the action just looks so fun.
Yeah, I don't have a Wii, so I can't look forward to that one.
and the other one is Sin and Punishment 2. Sin and Punishment was a N64 game that was made by Treasure a long time ago, but it was only available in Japan. And I think a year or two ago, Nintendo put it up on the Virtual Console, and I downloaded it, and I instantly fell in love with it, although the controls are totally freaking weird. I hope that they have a bunch of different control schemes for the new one, but that one was pushed to, oh crap, I can't remember. You have
Yeah,
it?
June 27th.
Yeah, so those are the two I'm waiting for, and they've been pushed. So, but like I said, if it's to improve the game, then I'm all
Yeah,
for
there you
it.
go. Absolutely. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up, guys. That's our news and upcoming stuff for April 2010. Till episode 13, guys, this is AC Card Shark.
And Pixel
All right,
Sandwich.
take care, guys.
Later.